You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So shout out to Boxing Scene, man. Let's get into this article of Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia for battery, fraud, and more. Before I really get into this lawsuit, and the fact that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia, like I get it. Like, okay, all right. So I get it, but then again, I don't get it because of the sport of boxing. Like, what's the best way you can go ahead and get your lick back if somebody cheated you, right? You claiming, that the cheating and all this stuff. You get it back in the ring, right? That would be my logic of this shit. That's how I think about it. If you wanted to fight to get the man suspended or some kind of penalty and things like that, I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? For damages and it, but like I said, man, it just kind of it doesn't look good, man. It just doesn't look good, man, at the end of the day. And it really doesn't look good when, we talk about, motherfuckers wanting to get it back in blood. And, Devin Haney has been having this thing, oh, he a suburb kid and this, that, and the third. He ain't from the streets and da-da-da-da. But, I ain't gonna hold you, fam. When you're making moves like this, it puts a stamp on the fact that you really just not like that. You don't really come from that cloth. Your pops might be from that cloth, but not necessarily you are from that cloth. This is why I feel like if him and Tank Davis was to fight, he would get knocked out by Tank. All right. But does he have the heart of a fighter? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? He was in there getting hit with hella 5 shots from Ryan Garcia, man. And he finished the fight on his feet, regardless of everybody making fun of the dude, getting knocked down and shit like that. But, he got up. He didn't get knocked out in that fight. You know what I mean? So I give Devin a lot of credit for that. I just didn't like how he was talking after the fight. Instead of saying like, yo, I want to get my rematch, it's a no contest and, he cheated me. We're gonna make sure that we on the up and up, because I gotta get this one back. Because like no matter what Devin Haney does, people are not going to forget and people don't care that he cheated you. They just don't care. We went through this with Adrian Broner, with Maidana. It clearly cheated. Maidana clearly cheated and fucked over goddamn Adrian Broner. Now we seen that happen with Deontay Wilder. But at least with Wilder went back and got his shit back in blood. Now at the end of the day, it is what it is. But he got cheated in all 3 fights. Okay? Still went out there and got it back. Did not need a tune-up. Didn't try to run off. In fact, it was Tyson Fury that was trying to run off of them rematches. Actually did run off on one of the rematches. And then he actually tried to run off after he beat Deontay Wilder in that second fight when he clearly cheated him in that fight as well too. But like I said, Deontay Wilder is just a different type of dude. He didn't run and try to sue. Only thing he tried to sue this nigga for was the fact that you ain't running out of this third fight. That's what they were in court fighting for. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't in court, talking about damages and I need money and da-da-da-da. He just like, nah, just get it. I want his ass to oblige the legal contract that he got to get back in this ring for this third time. And that fight was what it was. Tyson Fury ended up winning that fight. And it was what it was. But let's get into this. So on Devin Haney on Friday filed a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia, alleging battery. Now, like I said, bro, this shit sounds crazy. Yo, oh man, this shit sounds crazy. Like I get it, but damn, like you're in the sport where assault and battery is like, is the name of the game. Like the name of the game in the sport of boxing is assault and battery. So for a boxer to be suing another boxer alleging battery, That shit just sounds wild, man. It sounds crazy, bro. I ain't gonna sit up here and hold you, but I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree. Alleged battery, fraud, and unjust enrichment, while also naming Garcia's promoter, Golden Boy Promotions, in the lawsuit, demanding a full review and adjustment of accounting for their controversial bout that now stands as a no contest. So he's also trying to look into the funds. You know, Oscar and them might be hiding some money, or Oscar and them might just been lying in general about what the fight was actually doing. Okay, because this happens a lot of times. A lot of these times, these dudes get up here and you know, they'll say, "Oh man, this event did 1 million views," and it really didn't. And then niggas is wondering why they money and shit like that ain't kicking in. Or this is the whole pay-per-view ordeal that when a big fight does happen like this and it does do some decent numbers, you know, the way they pay these people pretty much in like periods. You know what I mean? Especially with pay-per-view with all the back end. So they kind of like have these niggas on some form of a payment plan for the most part. So, but if that's not the case, then the fight ain't due what they're claiming that they did. Just because y'all see a packed arena, don't mean that everybody bought their tickets. There could have been a lot of comp tickets, a lot of free tickets, okay, just to fill the arena. Okay, a lot of people ain't doing shit that night. Hey, we got a boxing event. Y'all looking for some tickets to get in here, man? It's Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. They may not even know who these motherfuckers are, but the fact that you're downtown in Brooklyn, you know, you might want to go in here and see a fight. You know what I'm saying? You might be coming from the bar. You might have a bra with you or some shit like that. You might be out with your niggas. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So you pull up at the fight. You already downtown. So it is what it is. So just because y'all see that shit don't mean that the event was a success. Meaning that everybody bought a ticket. You see what I'm saying? So you know it is what it is. But anyway, let's keep going. In the April 20th fight against WBC 140-pounder champ Haney, Garcia came in overweight, then proceeded to stunningly batter Haney with 3 knockdowns and prevail on the scorecards. Now, the overweight thing, I do say that part to me was a little cheating. The Ostarine shit, I'm a little bit on the fence with that one, okay? Because just the Ostarine shit, I'm just on the fence with that. That didn't seem like it's a drug, well, at least from what I read, it didn't seem like that's a drug that actually gives you like some form of outstanding power and shit like that. It just pretty much seemed like a burning fat kind of drug. You know what I mean? So you know, it is what it is. I've seen Garcia knock niggas out without being on that shit. So that's the only I don't like Ryan Garcia, especially after his racist comments that he made. So I don't fuck with dude, period, no more. But one thing we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna lie on a nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't like this nigga don't mean I ain't gonna lie, that I'm gonna lie on his ass, all right? Or I'm gonna be fronting about the dude. Ryan Garcia been knocking niggas out before Devin Haney, so Ostarine ain't really gonna, you know, to me, in my personal opinion, whatever was gonna happen with Devin Haney that night was gonna happen. And part of that was really the weight, in my personal opinion. You got one person squeezing their way down to 140. You got one person who already knew from training camp that they wasn't going to go down to 140. They was going to make sure they stick at the 143 limit to where the point is still liable to be. And like I said, Haney and them messed themselves up with allowing and pretty much falling into the play at the end of the day because they wanted to fight. They wanted the glory. You know what I'm saying? They wanted the glory. Remember, they were saying, Tank Davis fighting Ryan Garcia, it's an expedition match, and da-da-da-da. That fight ain't real. That ain't a real fight. Y'all need to come fight. Y'all need to come watch and support Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, da-da-da-da. He was shitting on the fight. But then when they fighting Ryan Garcia, it was the biggest thing since, like, this is the biggest fight of the year, da-da-da-da. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It don't matter what weight he come in. It don't matter what he do. We're going to beat him. He a C-plus fighter, da-da-da-da. And then you get in the ring and get your ass whooped. And then all of a sudden, you out here suing this nigga for battery. That's why I say the shit looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it make the nigga look soft. It made the nigga look soft, man. Fuck that. We got to tell like it is, man. It made the nigga look soft. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is the man soft? No. I don't think the man's soft per se because, like I said, we watched the nigga get in the ring, get his head knocked around in that ring. He did. He did get hit with some flush shit. But he proceeded to finish the fight on his feet, period. Okay? So that part I will give Devin Haney credit for. But bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to be wanting to get that shit back, especially if you know the nigga cheated you. Especially if you know the nigga cheated you. You don't just get cheated and be like, man, nah, man. You know, that's like a nigga smacking you or some shit like that. You know, I'll use it for niggas that ain't boxing. That's like a nigga slapping you, right? And then you just turn around and be like, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna go press charges. I'm gonna press charges and I'm gonna sue him because he slapped me in front of everybody. And he heard my name, and he heard my name, and he also hurt the side of my cheek. And he slapped me in front of everybody. All my neighbors seen it, and I'm suing him for battery, and I'm suing him for money and unjust enrichment, you know, because it cost me a lot. You know, a lot of people gonna be making fun of me now. And instead of me just going back and slapping fire and beating the hell out of the goddamn neighbor and shit, you know, I just go ahead and fill out battery charges and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be like, yo, tell like this TV, you soft as fuck, dog. You know what I'm saying? You soft as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all would say. Y'all know y'all would say that shit. If somebody in your neighborhood did that shit, y'all would say that nigga soft is baby shit. You know what I'm saying? For doing that kind of shit. Especially if a nigga was talking big money shit. Like, yeah, this is my neighborhood. I run the neighborhood over here. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da. It don't matter what niggas is doing. You know, we getting money over here. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. I'm over here. And then a nigga slap fire out my ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm running to the goddamn police and the court system. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be like, oh, this nigga tell like this TV, the police. Oh, this nigga tell like this TV soft as shit. You know what I'm saying? This nigga baby soft. You know what I'm saying? This nigga cotton soft. You know what I'm saying? Y'all would say that. Don't even play games. Y'all niggas know if this shoe was on the other foot, let's keep it a hundo. If the shoe, let's keep it a bean pie. Fuck all that. If the shoe was on the other foot and Devin Haney beat the fuck out of goddamn Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney popped dirty for some kind of banned substance or some shit like that, right? And Ryan Garcia went out here and sued this nigga, y'all niggas would be tearing Ryan Garcia ass to shreds. Y'all know y'all would. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all would. You know what I mean? So let's not even play games with this shit. But anyway, days later, Garcia was found by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association and the New York State Athletic Commission to have the banned performance-enhancing substance ostarine in his system. And his victory was later converted to the no contest while Garcia was slapped with a year-long suspension and fines. Okay? So Haney's attorney, Pat English, wrote in a 16-page filing that Haney is seeking punitive damages from the transgressions committed by Garcia. I mean, they got a real goddamn lawyer up here, up here using all these big words and shit like that. Like, niggas know what this shit mean for real. Know what I'm saying? But anyway, Devin is damn, I can't even get the word out. But anyway, is a consummate professional, and Ryan Garcia has shown no respect for himself, the business, or the sport. Haney, father trainer Bill Haney, told Boxing Scene minutes after the lawsuit was filed in the United States District Court in the Eastern District of New York, the venue where Garcia and Devin Haney fought at the Brooklyn's Barclays Center. Devin is the face of boxing because he has challenged the franchise in many ways by working with multiple promoters, by crossing the sides of the streets, and now he's challenging PED use. This is all good for the sport. Now look, Devin is not the face of the boxing, but whatever. This is, I guess, what they throwing in, because of the damages. Devin is not the face of boxing. The face of boxing is Gervonta Davis. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's what it's been for a while. You know what I mean? The face of boxing is Gervonta Tank Davis, the silverback gorilla. There is no one realer. You know what I'm saying? That is the face of boxing. All right. But Devin Haney does have a name for himself. We're not going to front on a man like that. But to say the nigga is the face of boxing, I mean, this is a stretch. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a stretch. But him working with different promoters and shit like that, that was just their ways of being able to leverage whatever position that they were in. I'm not mad at them at all for doing that shit. And I don't think that the promoters are mad at them for doing that. It's just business at the end of the day. Is whatever is good for the company is good for the company. Whatever is good for the boxer is what's good for the boxer. It is what it is. Anyway, as he did in petitioning the New York Commission to suspend Garcia. Okay, so I guess Team Haney and them was pushing for Ryan Garcia to be suspended and to vacate the victory. Now I can get vacating the victory, I guess, right? I get that aspect, but commissioning them niggas to suspend Garcia when you can go ahead and get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? You can go back in there and beat that nigga ass for cheating your ass. I just don't like that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? But will this deter boxers to stop cheating or whatever the case may be? No, it's not. It's not. It's not, bro. It's not. It's really not. You still got the Tyson Furies out here in the world. Now, I'm glad Tyson Fury got his ass whooped by Usyk. You know what I'm saying? A part of me smiled. You know what I'm saying? Got vindication from ear to ear. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what happened with him and Wilder, and we know that nigga cheated him. So, and he cheated multiple fighters, not just Wilder, but he was cheating a whole gang of fighters. You know what I'm saying? And getting away with that shit. So it is what it is. But, suspending that man when you can go ahead and get this shit back in blood, I'm not rocking with that. I just can't rock with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to go get that shit back, bro. Your first fight need to be Garcia. If you're not going to fight this year, your first fight need to be coming back against Ryan Garcia. Why not? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I was Devin Haney, if I was part of his team, I'd have been telling that nigga, look, dog, we going to hold this out. You know what I'm saying? We going to fight for that shit to get off our record. It is what it is. But we not fighting for that suspension. We want to fight that nigga again. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. This shit don't count. We want to fight that nigga again, though. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. And that's what Team Haney should have been doing. But out here, you suing the nigga, you trying to get money out the nigga. And, I get it. I get it. There's a lot of damage done because most people, like I keep saying, most people are not going to care the fact that the fight was a no contest. When you talk to the average casual person, they're going to just remember the fact that all they're going to care about is the fact that Ryan Garcia won the fight. All they're going to remember, and that's all some of these boxing fans are going to care about. They're not going to be like, well, technically, they sued him and went to court for battery and fraud. And let me tell you something about the case. So the case, they had this judge and that judge, and the New York State, they don't give a fuck about that. They're not following that shit that tough. You know what I'm saying? They're there to watch the two niggas fight. Are they going to fight? Are they going to run it back? If anything, they're going to ask, are Haney and Garcia going to run it back? And motherfucker going to be like, no, they're not going to run it back. Why? Oh, because, he got cheated, so, he's not a true professional. Niggas ain't going to want to hear that. Niggas ain't want to hear that. Like, oh, all right, well, if he cheated the man, why not run it back with him? You know what I'm saying? And you talking to a casual, why not run it back? You know what I'm saying? Why not run it back? And if your nigga be like, well, because he cheated, and this, that, and the third, be like, oh, see, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, dog. I'm dead ass. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. You need to be getting back fighting this nigga. I've been saying this shit on record about these two fighters. I've been saying that, yo, Haney, you got to run this shit back, dog, because ain't nobody going to. See, the thing is, though, I don't think they can beat Ryan Garcia, sadly. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can beat Ryan Garcia. I'm going to keep it $1 bean. As there was just footage that was released from, I don't know who it was released from, but shout out to Two Tone, the superstar. Shout out to him on Twitter. But y'all make sure y'all go follow his Twitter page. That nigga funny as hell. I just don't like the fact he be rocking with Ryan Garcia, though. I'm going to keep it $1 bean. But I do fuck with the brother, man. Very funny brother. Lord Child is musty, respectfully. That shit always make me laugh. But anyway. So I seen the sparring footage of them, I guess when they was like younger or some shit like that. And, he was hitting them with the same shit and rocking Devin Haney all around the ring. Like I said, I don't think he can beat the nigga. And the Haneys is taking this situation to pretty much never fight this nigga again. This is why they're going extreme like this and try to make it like a boo-hoo kind of thing. He took advantage of me. he cheated me, and I'm a constant professional. And he tried to kill me in that ring. He tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Even though Bill Haney and them was talking about killing Ryan Garcia in the ring. Yeah, we coming to kill him in the ring. We coming to kill him in the ring. Then after the fight, he tried to kill my son. Nigga Ryan Garcia get popped for PDs and shit. He tried to kill my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute, fam. You was just out here talking about murdering this nigga in the ring. My son gonna murder him in the ring. My son gonna kill him in the ring. And then Ryan Garcia win the fight and get popped for PDs. Now you talking about he tried to kill my baby in there. He tried to kill my baby in there. You know what I'm saying? And now y'all suing the nigga for battery and shit like that. Like I said, I'm not on Ryan Garcia. Fuck Ryan Garcia. I never rock with Ryan Garcia ever again. But like I said, this is Tell Like It Is TV, and we not going to front. You know what I'm saying? We not going to front. We not going to lie to the people. We not going to do it. We not going to lie to the people, man. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the ancient Americans that rock with my boxing knowledge when it come down to this boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lie to the brothers. Straight up and down. I'm not about to do it. This shit looks soft, dog. You got to go out here and you got to get that shit back in blood. If you don't want to get it back in blood, that's cool. But just know, I don't believe you could beat the nigga anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you could beat that nigga. I don't think you could beat him, and I think y'all know that y'all can't beat that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all can't, Devin can't get out of the way of that goddamn left hook. He can't get out the way of that goddamn left hook. And he ain't got enough power to really deter Ryan Garcia from just pretty much coming through and closing the deal on his ass. I think if they fight again, it'll be a lot worse because Ryan Garcia will lose a lot of respect for this nigga, and he will actually come in real shape and really come out here and really bring the fire to this nigga Devin. And Devin gonna have flashbacks in there, and yeah, man, it ain't gonna work out for him. So I think Haney and them is making a business decision right here, and they're deciding that they're just not even. They're gonna avoid probably Ryan Garcia all the way through and through, dog. You know what I'm saying? So as far as what happens with both fighters, we'll see what happens. In the perfect world, I would love for them niggas to run it right back. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Devin get up in there, at least try to get his lick back so we can see on the up and up who really the better fighter. But after that sparring footage came out, I'm like, look, yeah, man, he ain't getting out of the way of that left hook, dog. And even in all the smoke with Andre Ward, right? The nigga Andre Ward even told the nigga to his face, like, yo, I don't think the Austrian shit is giving that nigga no power. What I think it was is the fact that somebody just told him to take this, so to lose those extra few pounds, as to cut that weight. You know what I'm saying? As they in that last little week of that weight cut, because Andre Ward was pretty much running it down like, yo, the nigga was clean all the way up before pretty much the week of the fight, right? And Devin Haney said, he was clean. So he really didn't test positive until pre-fight and post-fight, right? Yeah. So he was like, yeah. So the Austrian, I think that was what it was. I don't think the Austrian gives him any power in this. I didn't watch the whole interview. I just watched a clip of that shit. And for the fact that Devin and them was still trying to make it seem like, he cheated me. Now, if anything, where Devin and them have a case with is the weight. Because like I said, bro, it takes a lot for a nigga to squeeze their ass down to 140. You depleting yourself from all the minerals and protein out of your body. You know what I'm saying? So one nigga is actually going down to that level, depleting himself, and one person is depleting themselves to a degree, but they're not going all the way down there. You know what I'm saying? They're not going all the way down there. They're not even planning on going down there. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of cheating the system within the system at the end of the day. So they're manipulating the system. Let me say that. But like I said, this is what happens when you're chasing the light. When niggas is chasing the light, you get zapped at the end of the day. And that's what happened with Haney and them. Had they been like, oh, this nigga at 143, oh no, this nigga got us fucked up. Ain't no fight. Know what I'm saying? Ain't no fight. Fuck that. That nigga got to lose them 3 pounds or ain't no goddamn fight. But they swore up and down they was going to whoop Ryan Garcia ass. You know what I'm saying? They swore up and down. They let the nigga act all crazy and shit throughout the build up, right? They ain't say, oh man, yeah, this nigga acting wild. Ain't no fight. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they was all with it. They was all with it. You know what I'm saying? Now they in the lawsuit bringing all this shit up. Oh, he was acting crazy during the build-up. Oh, he was drinking a beer at the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he was overweight. You know what I'm saying? But y'all didn't give a fuck about none of that because y'all was trying to chase that light. Y'all were trying to chase that clout and got zapped. That's what happened. You know how like mosquitoes and shit you see, or them bugs, when they go into the light, no matter how no matter how many niggas get zapped by how many mosquitoes and bugs they see zapped by that goddamn light, they still gotta go fuck with it. Like, nah, fuck that. I'm different. I think I'm gonna survive that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna survive that shit. Zap! You know what I'm saying? Bug out of there. You know what I'm saying? Bug that got zapped, done. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened with Haney and them. You know what I'm saying? Haney and them was chasing that fame, chasing that light, and got their ass zapped. Now they out here suing a nigga and taking a nigga court for battery and shit. Looking on shit is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I don't think they could beat the nigga, man. So that's what I think. I mean, I would love to see Devin get up here and beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia, but I don't think he can beat him, dog. I'm gonna keep it $1 The way they acting with this whole situation, they can't beat that nigga, dog. They can't fuck with Ryan Garcia, dog. And I hate to say it, dog, but they can't fuck with that nigga. That's why they not really looking to really run back into that fire like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you really feel like you could beat that nigga for real, dog, you'd have got up in there and, you know what I'm saying? Because what else he said? Yeah, if I see Ryan Garcia right now, it's on site. So why not get that shit back in the ring then? Why not get paid for it and get back in the ring for it? If you're willing to crash out as soon as you see a Ryan Garcia, then why not get that shit back in blood? Why are you suing to get the nigga suspended and shit then? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no suspension. I'm suing to get my victory back, and I'm making that bitch ass nigga come pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But the suspension, nah, because we're going to run this shit back. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we're going to run this shit back. You know what I'm saying? Whether this whole ass nigga like it or not, I'll make sure I put it in the lawsuit that this nigga got to fight me again. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Straight up and down. There's ways of getting around that shit, but I don't think that Devin and Bill Haney and them, I don't think that team even want the rematch. That's number one. And number two, I don't think that they think that they can honestly beat Ryan Garcia. After the results, I don't think they can beat him. I think that Ryan Garcia just has even more confidence in a rematch. And it goes a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Ryan Garcia looked like he was gassing out in that fight any fucking way. He didn't even look like he was in the best of shape anyway and was doing that shit to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, a Ryan Garcia that's, looking to prove himself again and having that confidence of already kind of whooping on him and shit like that, I think he comes in there and he actually probably stops Devin Haney, dog. You know what I mean? And I think they see that and they don't want they reign to be short like leprechaun. So I think they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna take this to court, get their money, and avoid Ryan Garcia at all costs. That's what they're gonna do in a nutshell, man. But anyway, so yeah, this is pretty much all the shit that I was, pretty much talking about, and him acting weird, during the build up of the fight. They're putting all this shit in the lawsuit now. You see what I'm saying? Like, which is all shit they didn't give a fuck about all the way up into the fight. Literally. They didn't care about none of that shit. Yeah, we don't care about none of that. We just make sure he make it to the ring. That's all we worry about, making sure he making it to the ring. He made it to the ring. You know what I'm saying? But now y'all out here putting all this shit in the lawsuit. This is what I'm saying. The shit make the nigga look soft, dog. We can't listen, man. We gotta tell like it is. It does make the nigga look soft, dog. I mean, it is what it is. I'm still rock with Devin Haney and brother Bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rock with them. You know what I mean? But nigga, y'all look soft. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know y'all probably can't beat this boy. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the Tank Davises. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the Silverback Gorilla. There is no one Rilla. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all see why I got them. Tank Davis and shit. Everybody making fun about Tank. Oh, Tank be having rehydration clauses and shit. Tank got rehydration clauses on this person, on that person, right? But you see why that shit is needed. You see why you got to dot your I's and cross your T's. You know what I'm saying? So you won't be in here like Devin Haney suing niggas looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? For battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, how a boxer suing another boxer for battery? Like, that shit is... I don't think I've ever heard of some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, my bad. I apologize for that. But I don't think I've ever heard of that before. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so this is more what he had to say, too. Talks about... it says the Haney camp attached a YouTube video of Garcia taking a IV of fluid with a yellowish ting before the bout. So whatever that is, they pulled it all out. This nigga out here taking IVs before the fight. So I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe the nigga cheated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the nigga did cheat. Maybe he was, it is what it is, man. But I don't think that they could beat that nigga no way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they could beat him anyway. And I think Team Haney and them know that they can't fuck with Ryan. So they just gonna go ahead and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna come through, sue this nigga for money. All right, let me see this real quick. All right, in the battery count, Haney at no time agreed to engage in a bout against an individual who had taken a performance-enhancing drug. His consent was limited to a bout held fairly and under the rules and prohibitions set forth above. Thus, the touching by Garcia was non-consensual. Bro, this shit, yo, come on, bro. Come on, bro. This shit, come on, man. This shit just sounds soft and weak as fuck. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you, man. Anyway, Devin Haney suffered damages in that he suffered physical injury, reputation, no damage, which will amount to millions of dollars in emotional and mental distress, the lawsuit alleges. Now, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, right? You're going to be a little embarrassed. Obviously, you're going to be physically damaged. That's what I think more of anything. I think that a lot of physical damage was done to Devin. Because Devin stutters a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a prime sign of a nigga that's either he has a speech impediment or this nigga is with them blows. Took a number on that nigga at the end of the day. Getting hit with them blows. He was kind of doing that shit a little bit before. If you notice, he does it a lot after certain fights. Like when Lomachenko was bouncing that nigga head around, yeah, that nigga was stuttering like a motherfucker after the fight. Like, damn, you know what I mean? You could tell he was like actually getting touched a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because, he was like, he had that stuttering. Like people that watch boxing and know like when a nigga's really been getting hit a lot, you know what I'm saying? Throughout their career with big shots and shit like that, they're not really able to speak the best, you know what I mean? Like it's almost like their mind, you know what I mean? It's like their mind, like their words are coming out the way they think it's coming out, but it's not, you know what I mean? It's like when you catch Floyd talking a lot. Now, Floyd, his speech is very good because he took care of himself in the sport. But even at that, he's been hit with big shots to where the point, it's probably why he sounds like he says the same shit every time the camera catch him and shit. Hey, well, look, what it is, you just got to make smart investments. And, I got a great team, because see, with my career, see, these guys don't know about the pretty boy Floyd. Floyd always got to talk about himself and shit. You be asked, so what you think about Tank Davis and Shakur? See, with my career, I'm happy for all the fighters. I'm happy for all the fighters. Nigga Floyd get to talking about himself. Like, nigga, ain't nobody asked you about you, my nigga. We asking you about Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the script, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to Floyd, though. I fuck with Floyd. It is what it is. Anyway. But yeah, so it is. I get the nigga, I get them niggas, wanting to get the bread and shit. All right, so the fraud count is pretty much that, it would be drug free and all this other shit. It is what it is. All right. I don't know if y'all hear that shit in the background. That's just a goddamn cat. Goddamn cat in heat and shit like that. Yeah, so they trying to get money. They trying to get money back. So Bill Haney said Friday that his son will still accept a rematch against Garcia as long as the purse money is acceptable and that Garcia is held to the most stringent of drug testing screening. All right. I don't know, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they want that smoke again, dog. That's my personal take on that. Because you wouldn't be fighting for the nigga to get, suspended. You know what I'm saying? But, especially for a year ban, like, damn, a year ban? We watched Canelo Alvarez literally get banned for some shit, for Cumbuterol, shit that actually will make you stronger in distance and shit, would go to distance and shit like that. We watched this nigga get suspended for 6 months and come back and fight Mexican Independent Day like this nigga just wasn't suspended. You see what I'm saying? So, or was it Cinco de Mayo? It was one of those. He got popped in that Golovkin fight and then turned around and fought the nigga again probably like 6 months later or some crazy shit like that. Or was it Golovkin or was it Yildirim? Was it when he moved up to 168? I think it might have been when he moved up to 168. For those that remember that, you know what I'm saying? So, for Garcia to get a year-long ban, that shit was kind of wild, but hey, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Maybe we see the rematch. I don't think we'll see the rematch because I think that, in my personal opinion, I think if they fought again, my money would go on Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it, but my money would go on Ryan Garcia because I don't believe Devin Haney can get out of the way to that fucking hook. He ain't gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get hit with that. Not only he couldn't get the way out of that left hook, he ain't gonna really be able to get out of the way of that right hand either. You know what I'm saying? And who's to know the brain damage that I have taken and the confidence? Because Ryan Garcia, if they fought again, Ryan Garcia's confidence is gonna be so high that Devin's gonna have to break that nigga confidence. And I don't think Devin is like that as a fighter to be able to break that nigga like that. He can't do that. You know what I'm saying? There's other fighters that can do that, but Devin, he don't have the power, number one, to be able to do that shit for real. And Brian probably just gonna roll over him, dog. So I don't believe Bill and them when they saying that they want the rematch and the stringence of testers and all this other shit. I don't believe that they can beat him anyway. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what test they want to do, whatever the case may be. I don't believe that they can beat him. I think the damage is done already, and this is why they suing for the millions of dollars and battery and defamation and all this whole other shit because they don't really want that smoke again, dog. So that's just my take on that. It is what it is. Anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to new ones. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.